What is up? What is going on, everybody? Still getting over whatever the hell I got from my kids. You know, they're the only ones that can get me sick. I'm immune to everything else when I'm outside and when I'm out at work. And then when the kids get sick, I get sick. Today we're looking at another really cool flashlight. I'm actually pretty excited to show you guys this one. I quickly looked at it and I was using, O-Light recently. I really liked those lights. And this one by Sofirn, I believe is how it's called. They sent me one that was like from a Kickstarter. Great. It wasn't super functional. It was more for looks. This one kind of looks similar. You know, it has that nice gray color, very industrial, sturdy metal. And a lot of functions. You got spotlight and floodlight on this. So you do have two lights, top and side one. And it does magnet, clip, everything that you would need it to in this small package right here. All right, and before I forget, don't forget to subscribe if you guys are looking for some cool little tools. I just kind of like to bring awareness to some of the things that I find interesting that show up here. And this one, like I said, I quickly looked at it and I thought it was really cool. So it is a rechargeable flashlight, but here it is, super compact. It's made out of, I think, aluminum. It has a nice build to it. Very simple to use, but I really liked, how this one is. So you do have two magnets, so you can mount it up here on the back side, and then that bottom is flat, which also has a magnet. You have these two beams, one off the side, and then a traditional floodlight or spotlight on top. And then you got these two buttons right here, and it's basically for this and for that. So push it, and you have a light here. So it's a single tap to turn on and off. If we hold it, we get a brighter setting, and then another, and then we're back to low. So low, medium, and high. Turn on the side, then the top one turns off, and you get the side beam over here. And then I think we're on low. I wonder if that has, we'll see what that is right now. Low, medium, and high. And it does have memory, so if you leave it on low, whatever the last setting you used, it will keep that memory. So this is the part that is magnetic, and like I said, this part right here, there's also a clip if you guys want to utilize that to clip to your backpack strap, your shirt somehow, your shirt pocket, anything like that. And this looks like it screws out. And it is a rechargeable, removable battery. I know some guys really like that. The only thing is, I just noticed there is no port on the outside, so you need to take the battery out, and your USB-C port is right in there. So that, some people like that, some people don't. So you do have a moonlight as well in a turbo mode, so we'll get into those right now. But on high, you get a 300 lumen spotlight as well as the floodlight. They're very similar. You got 175 over here. You get up to an hour and a half on high, or 35 or 45 hours, depending on which one you use on the low setting. So big jump, 35, then 4.5, and then an hour and a half. Even your turbo mode gives you an hour, 1.3 hours. So not too bad. Red beam. So let's see the instructions here. You get a lanyard right here. You get some extra gaskets, it looks like. And you get a C to C cable right here. You also get a red light. We're going to see how we can get into that right now. If you double click, that's turbo, and then off. Or is that? And then again, red light. I'll have to figure that out. But also, if you want to lock this to where it doesn't turn on, you triple triple click either button. Red light indicates that it's locked. If you try to push it, it's going to keep giving you that error, and then unlock it with a triple click. I thought I had tried all the combinations. So the side button one is down here. You can hold it and you get a red light as well. I've seen this on the old lights. And then you keep pushing it to get those low, medium, and high modes. And I believe you can make it flash by double clicking. And then we go back here by holding. So when it's in the off position is when you can hold and switch between red and back to regular. So really cool. I just kind of wanted to show you guys this light in particular. I think it's just a very nice looking light, very functional. I would compare it to that O-clip light by Olight, where you have the magnet and the clip here, but you get two directional lights here. So whether you clip it to yourself, you clip it to your hat. I just thought about that right now. You can use this as a headlamp. These kinds of lights just replace, you having to have several in your bag. Like if, I know it's small, but if you can, do quick calls and stuff like that, these lights help you really quick. So I've mentioned before that I really like these EDC lights if they can do several things. If they can be rechargeable, the only thing is you have to take out the battery to plug it in. If it can be rechargeable, if it can be magnetic, and it does it both ways, which is nice. So if you want to hang it up there and light up a cabinet of yours or whatever it is that you're working on, you can do that. And then you can also mount it straight at an angle or straight up if the panel's on top is metal, and you can mount it that way. Like there's so many ways, and typically I'll put it on a side wall and then kind of illuminate where I'm working. So two magnets, right? The clip that you can clip to yourself, there is a rubber inside here that'll protect any marring or anything. So it's only on this side. The other side's flat. So two magnets, the clip that you can clip to yourself or use as a hat clip, because some lights do the swivel, but this one just gives you two separate lights. Easy to use button. The top one, it's just an on and off for the bottom. And then you would hold it to change your brightness. So super simple to use. And yeah, that's what I've said. As long as it's compact, rechargeable, can double as a headlamp, and has magnets, those are the qualities that I look for in a EDC light. So this is, again, the Sofirn ST10. So if you guys want to go check it out, I'll leave a link down below, because that was the only thing that I didn't like about the Olight, is that the one that I got in particular only had one light. It didn't have the one that faced the other way. So why not go check this one out? Super easy to carry in your pocket or throw it in the tool bag. What I like to do with these is just clip it on to the outside of the bag somewhere, either on the shoulder strap or the handle on the end, or if you have a flap on your tool bag, put it in there, and that way you don't lose it, and it's always accessible from the outside. So like I said, I'll leave some links. My voice is going. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Go check out the light here. Thank you, Sofirn, for sending this out, and the other lights. If you guys are interested in other lights that I recommend, although this one is climbing quickly, this might be my favorite one so far, I'll leave a link down below to the other video that I recently did laying out different lights, and I'll try and link a few other ones, maybe some older ones if you guys are in the market for some good EDC lights. So check it out below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. See you guys.